Well, we all know that houses are meant to provide shelter, comfort, and security to their occupants. However, not all homes are exactly fit for the purpose of providing that much-needed sense of safety, security, and comfort. From ones that teeter at treacherous heights to ones that seem ready to fly away, here are 15 of the riskiest houses in the world that you wouldn't want to call home. Let's start with number 15, SuYagen House. Ever heard of a house that keeps growing until it touches the sky? Welcome to the SuYagen House, a 13-story wooden wonder in Arkhangelsk, Russia. Built by local entrepreneur Nikolai SuYagen, it started as a modest 2-story home in 1992, but then ambition and maybe boredom kicked in. Inspired by Norway and Japan's intricate wooden designs, SuYagen kept adding floors. No permits, no architects, just pure imagination. What resulted was a fantastical wooden tower, more fairy tale than functional. Unfortunately, dreams don't always pay the bills. Financial troubles and a stint in prison left SuYagen struggling to maintain his creation. Today, he occupies a few rooms at the base, while the rest of the structure decays, a ghostly reminder of what happens when ambition outpaces resources. The SuYagen House is both a marvel and a cautionary tale, showing us that while reaching for the sky is admirable, sometimes it's best to stop at floor 2. Number 14. Takasugi and Tea House. The Takasugi and Tea House in Japan redefines the term high tea. Perched precariously atop 2 chestnut trees in Nagano Prefecture, this whimsical retreat is the creation of architect Terunobu Fujimori, who clearly loves a good climb. Getting there isn't for the faint-hearted. Visitors must scale 2 wooden ladders to reach this cozy hideaway. Midway, you'll stop to remove your shoes, because respect and clean floors matter, even at dizzying heights. Once inside, the tea house welcomes you with plaster walls, bamboo mats, and just enough space for 4.5 tatami mats. More than just quirky, the design serves a purpose. Elevated above the hustle and bustle, it offers sweeping views of Fujimori's childhood town. It's the perfect spot for sipping tea and pondering life's big questions, or just appreciating the quiet. Takasugi is more than a tea house. It's a testament to the power of simplicity, proving that sometimes life's best moments happen far above the ground. Number 13. Middlesedge Island. Middlesedge Island in New Jersey was once a millionaire's dream. A 14-acre private retreat with a luxurious 6,000-square-foot home, it was the kind of place that made you want to sip champagne and laugh at life's problems. But nature had other plans. In 2012, Hurricane Sandy roared through, turning this paradise into a nightmare. The estate was battered beyond recognition, its grand interiors exposed to the elements. By 2022, the property had gone from a $6.5 million gem to a ghostly ruin, valued at under $900,000. Birds now nest in its shattered windows, and the once pristine pool is a murky swamp. Middlesedge Island is a stark reminder that even the grandest dreams can crumble when faced with nature's wrath. Now it stands as both a haunting tale of loss and a humbling lesson. When it comes to nature, you can't buy immunity, only temporary beauty. Number 12. Falling Water. Nestled in the Pennsylvania woods, Falling Water isn't just a house, it's a masterpiece. Designed by the legendary Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935, this architectural gem redefined the relationship between buildings and nature. Commissioned by Edgar and Lillian Kaufman, Wright's vision was bold. The home wasn't built near the waterfall, it was built directly over it. The cascading water flows beneath the structure, blending harmoniously with the serene surroundings. But this wasn't without challenges. Wright's cantilevered design, with sections of the house extending over the falls without traditional support, pushed engineering boundaries. Despite skepticism, the house was completed in 1937, a stunning union of innovation and natural beauty. Today, Falling Water attracts over 150,000 visitors annually. Named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2019, it's celebrated as a symbol of bold design and integration with the environment. Falling Water isn't just a home, it's a legacy of vision, creativity, and daring innovation. Number 11. The Hanging Temple. Defying gravity for over 2,500 years, the Hanging Temple in China is an architectural wonder. Perched on a sheer cliff face, this temple is supported by wooden beams masterfully slotted into the rock. Built in the 5th century by the monk Liaoran, this site is a rare fusion of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Inside, 40 interconnected rooms feature intricate sculptures made from stone, terracotta, and iron, showcasing ancient craftsmanship. Its dramatic location wasn't just for show. Elevated high above the ground, it was safe from floods and invaders. Despite its precarious position, the temple has stood the test of time thanks to careful restoration and the natural strength of the cliff itself. Today, this temple attracts thousands of visitors who marvel at its beauty and the ingenuity behind its construction. Would you dare to stand beneath this gravity-defying marvel? Number 10. Fanging Shan Mountain Temple. Living atop a remote mountain that even drones might struggle to reach? Well, that's the Fanging Shan Mountain Temple for you. Sitting on the soaring red cloud's golden summit in China, these 7th century temples are awe-inspiring marvels. The Temple of the Buddha symbolizes enlightenment, while the Meteora temple represents the future. A narrow stone bridge connects these two sacred sites, hovering over the Gold Sword Gorge, a drop that's not for the faint-hearted. The journey up involves climbing over 330 feet of steep carved steps, but the reward is otherworldly. Panoramic views shrouded in clouds. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, these temples blend history, spirituality, and sheer wonder. The tranquil, dreamlike atmosphere leaves visitors speechless. Would you take on the climb to experience this hidden treasure? Number 9. Meteora Monasteries. The towering Meteora rock formations in Greece are crowned with ancient monasteries that seem to float in the sky. Built between the 13th and 14th centuries, these monasteries were a sanctuary for monks seeking solitude and safety from invaders. Originally, they were accessible only by rope ladders and nets, tools that could be pulled up to deter threats. Imagine hauling supplies or climbing hundreds of feet this way. Of the 24 original monasteries, only 6 remain, including the Great Meteoron, built in the 14th century. In the 1920s, steps were carved into the rock, finally making it easier for visitors to reach these sacred sites. Now the monasteries are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a stunning blend of natural beauty and human determination. Standing among these incredible structures, one can't help but be moved by their history and majesty. Number 8. Katsky Pillar. Rising above the valley of Katsura in Georgia's Imereti region, the Katsky Pillar is a limestone monolith that seems like something out of a storybook. At its peak stands a tiny yet remarkable church, often called the Pillar of Life. Built between the 9th and 10th centuries, this ancient sanctuary embodies devotion and solitude. The church includes a crypt, a humble wine cellar, and small living quarters, pointing it was a retreat for monks seeking peace and spiritual growth. Interestingly, the pillar remained shrouded in mystery until researchers began exploring it in earnest in the 1940s. However, it wasn't until 1999 that detailed studies truly uncovered the secrets of this astonishing site. Its remote and challenging location preserved its mystique for centuries. Reaching the summit is hard. The climb is arduous, but the reward is unmatched. A breathtaking panorama of the valley below and the satisfaction of experiencing a site that has defied time. Number 7. Woko Apartments. In the Netherlands, where space is as precious as tulips, architects had to think outside the box to create the Woko Apartments in Amsterdam. The challenge? Fit 100 apartments into a building without blocking sunlight for neighboring homes. The solution? Ingenious design. 13 apartments were cantilevered off the north side of the building, giving the illusion they're floating in mid-air. Each of these hanging units has its own unique character, with varied balconies, materials, and window designs adding personality to the structure. This innovative approach didn't just solve a practical problem, it transformed the building into a piece of modern art. Woko Apartments showcase how creativity and functionality can coexist, proving that even dense urban housing can be inspiring. Today, the Woko Apartments are celebrated as an architectural masterpiece. They've become a landmark in Amsterdam, a testament to how limitations can lead to boundary-pushing innovation. It's not just housing, it's creativity in action. Number 6. Tiger's Nest Monastery. Clinging to a sheer cliff in Bhutan's Paro Valley, the Tiger's Nest Monastery is the stuff of legends. Known locally as Paro Taktsang, this spiritual sanctuary sits over 3,000 meters above sea level, defying both gravity and logic. The journey to the monastery is no simple stroll. It starts with winding roads leading to the base camp, followed by a steep, challenging hike through dense pine and rhododendron forests. As you climb, the air gets thinner, making the trek even tougher, but every step is worth it. Built in 1692, this sacred site is a beacon of Bhutan's spiritual heritage. Pilgrims and adventurers alike are drawn to its serene beauty and cultural significance. The panoramic views of the Paro Valley, coupled with the monastery's tranquil atmosphere, create an unforgettable experience. The Tiger's Nest isn't just a destination, it's a journey of perseverance and reflection, leaving visitors with a sense of awe and wonder. Number 5. Kowai Tribe Tree Houses. High above the dense jungles of Papua, Indonesia, the Kowai tribe has crafted a unique way of life in towering tree houses. Some of these incredible structures reach heights of 35 meters, serving as both homes and symbols of ingenuity. These elevated dwellings protect the tribe from predators, disease-carrying insects, and even malevolent spirits. Building a treehouse is no small task. The Kowai choose a strong banyan tree as the central support, craft floors from branches, and use sago palm leaves for walls and roofs. The result? A sturdy, flexible structure built to withstand jungle life. For the Kowai, tree houses are more than shelter. They reflect their deep connection to nature. While many continue their traditional ways, some members now collaborate with tour operators, fusing cultural preservation with modern economic opportunities. Kowai tree houses stand as a testament to human adaptability and the bond between people and their environment. Suspended above the forest canopy, they represent centuries of tradition and resilience. Number 4. Habitat 67. Who says concrete can't be creative? Habitat 67 in Montreal, Canada, is proof that even gray boxes can be extraordinary. Dreamed up by architect Moshe Safdie for his master's thesis at McGill University, this futuristic housing complex stole the show at the 1967 World Expo. Picture 354 concrete cubes stacked like a giant game of Jenga, but with way more style. These 90-ton blocks form a stepped, pyramid-like design, rising 12 stories into the sky. Every unit has a private terrace, letting residents enjoy the outdoors without bumping elbows with neighbors. Talk about luxury in urban living. Safdie initially planned 1,000 units to make this dream accessible to all, but budget constraints trimmed it down to 158. Despite maintenance challenges and sky-high costs, Habitat 67 became a coveted residence, with apartments now selling for over $1 million each. Today, this architectural marvel continues to inspire, reminding us that even concrete can think outside the box. Number 3. Puerta de Europa. If leaning buildings make you nervous, the Puerta de Europa towers in Madrid might not be for you. These twin skyscrapers tilt at a jaw-dropping 15-degree angle, making Pisa look like child's play. Designed by Philip Johnson and John Burgee, these architectural rebels were completed in 1996, defying both gravity and convention. Standing 114 meters tall, the towers weren't just a quirky design choice. Engineers had to reinforce them with counterbalances and special materials to keep them standing. It's like they said, let's make gravity work harder. Now iconic landmarks in Madrid, the towers have even starred in movies like The Day of the Beast. Love them or hate them, their boldness is impossible to ignore. The Puerta de Europa towers reminds us that playing it safe is overrated. Sometimes leaning into risk, literally, leads to some of the most daring and unforgettable creations in the world. Number 2. Castel Folit de Laroka. Perched on a basalt cliff in Catalonia, Spain, Castel Folit de Laroka is the very definition of living on the edge. This medieval town balances 160 feet above the confluence of the Fluvia and Torinel rivers, with stone houses that look like they might tumble into the valley below at any moment. Home to fewer than 1,000 residents, Castel Folit is a masterpiece of history and resilience. Its cobblestone streets lead to breathtaking views, and landmarks like the Church of St. Salvador offer glimpses into centuries of tradition. Tourists flock here to marvel at the precarious architecture and snap photos of the lush valleys below. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place to dream about. Castel Folit de Laroka is a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things are also the most fragile. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our determination to carve homes in the most unlikely of places. Number 1. Free spirit spheres. If you've ever dreamed of living among the treetops, the free spirit spheres in British Columbia, Canada, are calling your name. These enchanting spherical tree houses are suspended high in the forest, blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Designed by visionary Tom Chudley, these cozy retreats are supported by strong ropes attached to sturdy trees, creating a visual effect straight out of a fairy tale. 2 spheres are crafted from wood, giving them a warm, natural vibe, while the third is made of fiberglass for a more modern touch. Reaching the spheres is half the fun. You'll ascend spiral staircases or cross suspension bridges that gently sway with every step. Once inside, panoramic windows immerse you in the forest, while the cozy interiors make you feel like you're part of nature itself. Whether you're seeking peace, inspiration, or just an escape from the chaos of modern life, the free spirit spheres offer a one-of-a-kind adventure that's as tranquil as it is magical. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next one.